This video will show you how to do front to back both sides registration adjustment on a specific stock using the copy glass without the IQ 501. If it was an IQ 501, it would automatically scan and measure it for itself and then save it, but you can use the copy glass and make 4 scans to do a both sides adjust. When you do a both sides adjust, there are 2 ways that you could do it. You could simply hit both sides adjust, and then you'll come into the screen, you'll see scan measure. We're going to print out the background sheet and the adjustment chart as well. However, you can also do this under the paper settings and choose the tray where the paper is loaded and hit change set, and you'll see both sides adjust. The 2 reasons you would do this differently is, first, on the home screen where you see both sides adjust, that will only keep that front back adjustment until you change the paper in the paper tray. Once you change the paper in the paper tray, that both sides adjust is completely lost. However, if I choose the paper tray and the stock associated with it, and I come in and do both sides adjust, scan measure, you'll see I get the same options. It's going to look exactly the same. However, once I do that, I can then scan and save the front back adjustment to that stock. So then when I load that stock, you would see it in the adjustments here as well. So once I went to the paper type, or let's just go back to cancel, you would see it here stored in the adjustment data for the both side front back adjustment. So for our purpose, we're going to do it here in the paper setting. We're going to go from tray 4, we'll hit change set, we'll do both sides adjust, we'll go over to scan measure. So we'll begin by printing the background sheet. If you already had one of these, you could skip this step. You can keep it and use it for future front back adjustments, but I'm going to hit output background sheet. The sheet has to be on 11 by 17. So in this case, I'm going to select my tray 2, and I'm going to hit start, and I'm going to get my background sheet. Once I have my black background sheet, I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to hit exit print mode. You're going to see output adjustment chart. I'm going to hit output adjustment chart for my tray 4 that I want to create the adjustment for, and then I'm going to press the blue start button, and it will now print me an adjustment chart with a front and a back on both sides. So now you'll see this says back and this says front, and there are lines around the edge that we're going to scan, and the copy glass is going to use to measure. Go back to the screen. I will exit print mode. You can see I can now scan adjustment chart, and it's going to walk me through the 4 scans. So I have front, and you see the words front, and it's also showing me here how to put this in there. 2 inches from the top, 2 inches from the left. So I'm going to put this in on the glass. I'm going to go 2 inches from the top, 2 inches from the left. Most customers will also make a jig where you can automatically just kind of line this up. If you do that, sometimes we'll use chipboard. Make sure it's black so it doesn't interfere, because we're gonna have this black sheet. Then we lay the black sheet over the top of the paper. I lower it, and then I just hit the scan. Please wait for a while. And then it says successful. And basically all I'm gonna do now is lift this back up, flip it around, just spin it. 2 inches from the top, 2 inches from the left. Put my cover back over top of it, lower it again, hit the blue start button. Please wait for a while. And now I'm going to move to the back. Do this all over again. Keep in mind, I'm doing this with one hand while videoing. So we're going to go 2 inches from the top, 2 inches from the left, lower, blue go button. Please wait for a while. And then I've got one more scan to do. I'm gonna take this, spin it one more time. 2 inches from the top, 2 inches from the left. Put my black background on again, lower, hit the blue button one more time. Please wait for a while. Once you hit your last scan, it'll pop up and says everything's good. You could do this again with multiple sheets and it will average the numbers. At this point, we would just say, yes, calculate. If I wanted to do more sheets, I would say no, scan another chart. Instead, I'm just gonna say yes, calculate. And then you see it's automatically calculated the front zoom and image shift, the back zoom and image shift, the deformation with the rotate, skew, trapezoid, in the cross direction and the feed direction, the curve, the peak of curve, any gap. And so now all I would have to do if I wanted to save this is hit register and OK, and hit overwrite. Now when you see that I drop down, all of that adjustment data is stored into that stock, and every time I load that stock, it would be recalled. In that scenario, you're basically printing until you pick up your proof and you say the front back is off too much to cut.